Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Matt from Webb-Inc. Here at Webb-Inc, talk about health, wealth, relationships, and so much more. In today's video, we're talking about 10 things thought to be hot, but are creepy. Dating younger women. The rule of thumb is take your age, divide it in half, and then add 7. And that's typically the age range. I mean, after a certain point, there it gets to a point where age is kind of up in the air. As long as it's whatever, the male or female is long past 18 and you're not, whatever, 60, 70, 80, I mean, there's a limit. I mean, Hugh Hefner got away with it. Everybody thought he was the man, but in the realistic world, your friends and your family, if you bring home some 18-year-old girl or guy, I'm pretty sure they're going to be disgusted. So, keeping your age range, or at least somewhat close, where it's not some horrifying scene. I mean, I've met people that were, whatever, the girl was 18 years old and she was all proud about her 40-year-old boyfriend that worked at Dunkin' Donuts. Like, what is wrong with you? Posting shirtless pictures. I mean, let's be honest. If you have, whatever, if you're trying to keep yourself at a certain class, or just have a certain level of class in your life, just don't be, whatever, sending all kinds of shirtless pics. And a very, very important note, do not be sending D-pics. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I met maybe one girl in my life that was ever, whatever, liked the idea of it. But other than that, the rest of them are horrified. And it makes every man out there look like monsters. And honestly, yeah, some of what you're showing is disgusting and not pretty at all. So, whatever, yeah, if your loved one, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever, wants you to send a picture or whatever, be smart about it. Probably don't put your face in it, just in case that relationship doesn't work out, which there could be a good chance. And then they're putting you on blast on every social forum possible. So be smart with your pictures. Keep your shirts on. Selfie mistakes. There is tons of pictures out there of men, women, whatever, where they're just in some low button-down shirt, their hair hanging out, they got this weird creepy thing with their finger in their mouth or on their lips like they're biting on it. I mean, come on, how creepy is that? Or just their shirt off in the most staged situation, just whatever, guns out, looking like they're thinking they look like the man. Gentlemen, you do not look like the man. It absolutely looks creepy and sad. I mean, most people feel bad for people that, yeah. So stay away from the creepy selfies and anything creepy for that sort. I mean, if you have to think about the picture, whether it looks creepy or not creepy, it's creepy, and get rid of it. So, yeah, stop sending creepy selfies to people. People do not enjoy them, and it just makes you look horrific. Talking dirty too early. What is talking dirty too early? For example, I used to have this buddy back in the day. His name is Zach. I'm not going to give you his nickname, but me and my buddy were all partying, having fun, right? We're in the next room playing whatever, some video game after a party, and next thing you know, all I hear is my buddy Zach saying some raunchy, heinous things to some girl, and honestly, I think she was into it, which was the craziest part about it. So don't be, yeah, just, honestly, if you have to think about something, whether or not it's creepy or not, just don't do it. I mean, especially in relationships, or if you want to even start something with someone, I mean, you don't want to be moving in too quick or just being aggressive. I mean, no one likes, unless, whatever, the situation calls for, right? You had a good night, you're all out drinking, having fun, and whatever, maybe she's getting aggressive. That's the only time. But most women are fearful of a lot of men out there because they're so aggressive and so creepy, and they just won't take no for an answer and leave them alone. Gentlemen, no means no. So stop being creepy and, yeah, just make smart choices. Creepiness is not a good look, and it could probably get you in jail. Too much eye contact. Right? That was weird. No one likes it. Men, women, whoever you're seeing, whatever's going on, if they feel like you're staring at you, they're going to get creeped out. I mean, yeah, sometimes you whatever, you're in a situation at a coffee shop you go to or whatever, and every once in a while you and someone else that whatever you're attracted to, you guys make eye contact, right? And it's cute and whatever, but then there's that point where like you're a minute in, 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in, and the person's calling 911 because they're concerned you're a stalker. So yeah, eye contact is great. It's essential in life for people to really have a sense of understanding of each other. It gives people the idea that you're really listening to what they have to say. But there is a time limit on it. You do not want to, especially if you don't know the person, if you're sitting somewhere where you don't know someone at all and you're just staring on and on and on and on for minutes, that is defined as creepy. So yes, keep good eye contact, but keep it at a minimum. You do not want to stare any longer than is absolute necessary. So yeah, just stop staring at people. If you're doing it, people are scared of you. They are freaked out and they are scared. So keep good eye contact, but everything in moderation is great. Thank you all for making it this far. I appreciate each and every one of you. As the journey goes on, I love it more and more and more. I mean, life can honestly be so tough, and I hope every one of these tips can be a big part of helping you avoid some of the mistakes I made. So with all that being said, don't forget to give one of these, subscribe. Growing a mustache. Let's be honest, we all know that guy, right? And sometimes whatever workplaces or whatever will have competitions, beard growing competitions, which are great. But as soon as you get into the mustache aspect, it can either look like some Hitler stuff or yeah, just like I don't even know if I can use these words. I was watching this thing on Monetization, and I gotta be more careful with what I say, but it just looks like, sometimes it just looks like something crawled on your face and died. And honestly, it just gives off this weird vibe. Like, everybody I've seen other than older men, whatever, who are from a far different generation than we are, it's different, right? It looks different from them. They're old, wrinkly skin. It looks phenomenal. But if you're in your 20s, in your 30s, mustaches are just a absolute no-go. Yes, I get some people can't grow a beard, so they decide to go with a mustache, but mustaches are extremely creepy, or they look like you're one of the most offensive persons in the world. So stay away from a mustache. If you can't grow a beard, just keep it cleanly shaven. Looks great. I must ask you to not smiling too much, right? Oh, creepy. You just saw right there, right? Absolutely creepy. It's just like the staring. You do not want to sit there and just grin from ear to ear and look like some straight psychopath just left loony bin. So yeah, smiling is great. It shows a sense of happiness. It shows, you know what I mean, that you're whatever, you're having a good time. But it's like I said, everything in moderation is phenomenal. So don't get some Joker crazy looking smile with a stare. I mean, just take these tips and take them to the bank. No mustache, no smiling for 45 minutes while someone's talking and you're not saying a word. No staring, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, eye contact's great, but do not stare. It is just creepy and it just looks awful. Too much cologne. Yes, cologne and smelling good is absolutely phenomenal, especially when it's like nice brands, like your Burberry's, your Lacoste, your Polos, your Carnor. There's so many different ones out there, but there is such thing as a something shower. Yeah, I don't want to use the term. It sounds super offensive, but taking a bath in cologne is not attractive and can leave a somewhat creepy vibe. Like yeah, what's the point of bathing yourself in cologne? If you think you stink that bad or you need that much cologne to try and impress somebody, you probably shouldn't be going out. So keep the cologne to a minimum. I spray here, I spray here, maybe spray in the wrist, rub-a-dub-dub, and that's it. Unbuttoning the third button, right? 2 is good, right? You show a little bit of chest, it's a little bit sexy, but then all of a sudden you start getting down here, right? And then you start getting down here, and the next thing you know, you got your belly button, and people are like, what the hell? Is this dude from Jersey? I mean, I was thinking about trying to give you some Guido, you know, yeah, I'll be honest, I watched Jersey Shore back in the day, but yeah, depending on where you live, 2 buttons is a good thing. Anything past that can be extremely creepy. Do you guys feel like I'm invading your personal space? Yeah, it's creepy. Keep a minimum distance, right? Who wants someone that's sitting there and just up in your face, right? Like you're sitting here talking and you're like, blah, 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 blah. You can smell what they had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and so much more. So there is such thing as a bubble, right? Yeah, in relationships, you guys get real close to each other, but it's different when you're with a friend or an acquaintance, right? Somebody you barely know. There is nothing more creepy than someone that gets an inch from your face and decides to talk to you there. I mean, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies thinking about it. I mean, why would you want to be that close to someone? They don't have hearing problems. You don't have hearing problems, right? They don't have a problem communicating, talking, but yet they decide to be within, I don't know, centimeters from your face. It's creepy. Don't do it. But I hope all of you cut those mustaches off if you have them. I hope you keep your distance, that you're not right in front of someone's face. Keep eye contact, but do not stare, and just take everything. If you have any of those issues, please get rid of them, because no one's enjoying it. And honestly, the second you stop, people will start liking you, respecting you more, and treating you far better. With all that being said, though, I appreciate each and every one of you again. Honestly, hopefully this pandemic's over soon so that we can all get back to our normal lives, and I can show you some more travel videos, which is one of the things that everybody says in the comments. I want to see more travel videos. I want to see more travel videos. So that stuff is coming. But before we get to the end of the video, don't forget to give one of these again. Subscribe. See you twice a week, guys.